I accidentally started the stream a little bit prematurely. Oh well, I was planning to start it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Play. Just gotta make sure all my windows aren't busted. Which right now... Okay, so that's appearing. No. Almost. Accidentally dragged OBS right over the screen because I'm great at everything right now. Okay. That was a fun start. Ah. It's amazing just how popular that new girl at Owlette's become. The Provincial Army had their sights on her for some reason. Horrible, isn't it? The fact that a girl like her was being targeted just shows how awful war is. No worries though, we'll keep her safe. Taxes have made life rough, but that won't stop us from doing what we can for her. Here's hoping she's actually willing to ask if she ever needs anything, right? Let's see. Got some stuff. Question is, like, I don't want to give up. Wow, that's a lot of arts defense. And 20% evasion. At the cost of what I'm assuming is a decent chunk of defense. Ooh. $25 items to be sent to this store. They're all super high quality too. It's really, really expensive. It's kind of weird that no one pays us right away though. It should be happening. Customers keep talking about the good economy, but they never pay in full. Which they should. Agreed. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they hit you with these damn taxes. Plus you gotta deal with the nobles prancing around like everything's all fine and dandy. Is that their job or something? To take our mirror from us and live the good life? Apparently so. I think they have the decency to pay us what they owe if they got the time to celebrate all day long. Life ain't easiest for us right now, let me tell you. Got a newcomer helping us out now. He's kind of clumsy, but she managed to get the job done well enough. We gotta show her the ropes some more when she gets back. Wonder who he's talking about. It's obviously someone from Class 7. The new girl's pretty popular here in the street. She even helps out the other stores from time to time. Pretty nice of her, huh? Sure, I'll find her eventually. Just about to go and deliver some daily necessities to Urok's fort. I have to say, it's somewhat impressive how lively things are there at the moment. That's probably to be expected when the Cruisin's Provincial Army continues to dominate in their battles. Speaking of Cruisin's Provincial Army, I heard Lord Rufus took its best members to Heimdallr with him. Apparently they become part of the Noble Alliance's main unit. Things seem to be rather well for them. Not that it's any of our business, of course. Welcome, welcome. Would you care for some of our espresso? It's all the rage. Too bad all these tax sites suck out any of the profit our big sellers make. But I gotta keep on keeping on. I got a student working here at the moment too, so I've gotta do it for her sake if nothing else. A sweet kid. Seems the war is stopping her from going back home. Perhaps we should keep that in the back of our minds for later. Girl I mentioned is working here in exchange for free housing. It's a bright kid and gets along with everyone. Been a big help to the store. Not delivering something for me at the moment, but she'll probably be back soon. Alright, what do you have to buy? Onion soup. A comforting cappuccino, which I already have. It's busy work being a merchant these days. There's a lot of it thanks to the economy, then there's the taxes. Not to mention, the provincial army's been on edge lately. Something about traders being on the loose? Whatever it is, it's making my life a pain. Ah, so there are people opposing the Noble Alliance. That explains why the provincial army's so on edge. Sure makes my job difficult when they're this high-strung. Anybody upstairs? Nope. Getting ready to ask for a brief extension on the deadline of a due payment, you see. Of course, not that there's much to pay, especially for a noble such as myself. But regardless, right now I should focus on clearing up the debt that my daughter's dress caused. Oh, it's him. The one who went around the country getting fur and then paying those tailors that store we were just in a crap ton of money. I do hope they're kind enough to wait for at least another month. I need to get these negotiations cleared up quickly so I can return to the hotel. I did tell my daughter to stay put, but part of me doubts that she actually listened. Oh, quite the interesting product we have here. It takes some skill to incorporate orbital technology into traditional design like this well. Perhaps I'll purchase one for my room. Which color should I go for? Master Samuel's habit of collecting things proved to be a bit troublesome at times. I don't understand why he does not simply order me to purchase whatever he requires. Hello. Insane wartime taxes, violent soldiers, and being treated like a traitor for complaining about either of them. That's life in Berehard now for you. The economy might be great, but life here sure isn't. Not that heavy taxes and violent soldiers are anything new around here. Lord Eustace returned at a very unfortunate time. Oh well, better get started on the maintenance work he asked me to do. Maintenance work, eh? Let's see, I don't believe anything special can be done here. Okay. Let's see. Let's upgrade some of the less expensive ones. All of our stuff is expensive. It's all in a single line. That should do. There's a fishing spot down here, right? Who are you? Oh, Bootsy, where could you have gone? You youngsters wouldn't happen to know where my little Bootsy went, would you? Sorry, what? Oh, forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Bootsy's my kitten. He went missing this morning, so as I imagine, awfully worried about him. And you've been searching for him ever since? As much as I wish to help her, I think we should try avoid doing anything that'll make us stand out. What do you think, Green? Of course it'll help. We could help you search for him if you like. Oh goodness, how kind of you. The only issue is that I have no clues whatsoever, I'm afraid. We were in the Noble District at the time, but he disappeared while I was nodding off. I never saw which way he went. Followed the path out of the district, he would have ended up in the Central Plaza, but... So we're going in blind. Finding him may prove to be an issue then. Yeah, it's not like we understand how a cat's mind works either. Or do we? Don't you even dare. Relying on you seems like a good bet to me. Seriously now, you're comparing me to your run-of-the-mill cat? Humans. You're worried about him as well, though, aren't you? Your help, and certainly we'll be able to find him. Fine, fine. One thing I can say for sure is that kids are always moved by their curiosity. He's probably too young to be especially cautious, too, so you wouldn't be surprised if he's left a trail for us to follow. Don't expect me to do all the work here, by the way. Think about what you'd do if you were a kitten. Right. Time to let all my inner cat get started. I just let V do it. We'll start our search here, ma'am. We'll be sure to tell you right away if we find him. Thank you so much. Missing kitten. Was the fishing spot not here? Maybe it's in a different end. Provincial Army's guardhouse is just over there. It would be foolish of us to approach it now. Yeah, probably. Might as well take a look here. I doubt we'll find a more appropriate place to get info on uses, but it's far too dangerous to approach the premises. I'm afraid they would restrain us immediately if they found out we were here. Class 7 is likely to be much higher on the wanted list than other students from doors. Remember our field study, Reen? Provincial Army's guardhouse is here, so it'd be best if we avoided this area. Let's get out of here before they catch us. But first, let's talk to the locals a little. Mingle. Ha! Full speed ahead! Vroom vroom! Quiet down, Cattell. I'm amazed at how these two never change. It doesn't even matter what's happening. The parents decided to leave us here and return to their ruling region for the time being. They said they wanted to protect it from getting swept up in the war. I'm proud of them, but it's difficult not to worry. I hope they're safe. Oh, pardon me, a lady shouldn't be acting so glum. Lord Eustace is doing his best, so I should follow his example. Same dialogue. Mommy and Daddy have been away forever now. Forever? That's like a really long time. We've got a home tutor now, though. She can even play the piano. And when she does, I just have to dance. Dancing! Non-stop dancing! Woo! Okay. So that would be, what was her name? I don't think it was Bridget. It was the one other person in the band. Whatever her name was. With the blonde hair. That wasn't the sword fighter. It's been a month since the Master and the Lady set off now. But I wonder how they're faring. I admit I'm not very proficient in my babysitting abilities, but luckily we have a home tutor coming to watch over the children. I do hope they return soon. The home tutor we've hired is apparently the daughter of one of the Master's good friends. Not to mention the children has taken quite a liking to her. She's even proficient at the piano. Truthfully, having her around in their absence is quite the relief. I do wish I could introduce you to her, but I regret to tell you she is out at the moment. Well, wherever she is, and wherever the other person is, you best just keep our distance for now. Let's go somewhere else before they catch us. I hear that Count Richmond has come all the way here from the bar. Indeed, he seems to be staying at the Esmeralda. Come to make a profit off our fabulous economy, no doubt. He stands no chance of besting me, I say. I, after all, had the backing of the Duke. I can make more investments than he could ever dream of. Soon he shall be as salty as Lamara's ocean. Clearly, Count Richmond is blissfully ignorant of my reputation here in Cruzen. Royce, invest another 3 million into the mine to the south. Make sure the market prices skyrocket. Understood. Master Gorty is enjoying a cup of tea at the moment. If you have no appointment scheduled, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Okay. Master Gordy is quite famous for his numerous assets here in Cruzen. He's been rather pleased with himself for expanding even farther on them over in the past months too. Master Gorty is the type of person one can judge by a single glance, I'm afraid. In fact, I don't recommend approaching him unless you have no business. Should you have no business with him. Ready upstairs? Nope. So where details of cat? Over there, I guess? brother went to Heimdall with the Noble Alliance troops. He's hoping he can make a name for himself. My father purchased 2 brand new mines recently. May the Noble Alliance continue to dominate this war. Oh, how exciting it'll be to see them finally bring it to a close. You. It's fantastic to hear how well they're doing. Granted, Duke Alborea seems rather frustrated that Duke Cayenne Pepper continues to outclass him. I have to question why he feels that way when Lord Rufus has been piling success upon success. I heard our domination over the Imperial Army is entirely due to Lord Rufus's guidance. He certainly is doing us proud. You! Have you heard of the Noble Alliance's latest victory? This war should be over relatively soon if they can keep this up. The future is looking brighter already. I'm still not too fond of all the armed soldiers throughout the city, however. I suppose this is a necessary evil with the circumstances as they are. None of the wars proceeding along so smoothly. All you can do for now is hope that it is resolved relatively soon. Okay. Anybody important in here? Ah, Father's forbidden me from leaving the hotel. How does he prevent me from enjoying the lively atmosphere outside? Even worse is that he was the one that dragged me here while paying his debts off. I deserve some freedom. I simply won't stand this. I need to figure out how to get someone from the boutique to come over here. But Father's in charge of paying. I won't be able to buy anything without him. Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a spoiled brat. Eh? She won't change. I am certain. Oh, how stupendous! I've gotten ludicrous returns on my investments thanks to this lovely economy. Dealing in fur has proven to be a solid choice this year, too. Perhaps Breahard isn't so bad after all. I do believe the nobility here lack a certain taste for extravagance. Perhaps I could learn a thing or two from Lamare. Breahard would be perfect if it weren't for its nobility's unrefined tastes. Well, that won't stop me from making a fortune here while I can. Mr. Richmond deals in fur and precious metals. He seems to have made quite a profit this year, too, which is pleasing to hear. Anybody on the other side? Couple people? My father had come to Breahard for work again, so I decided to tag along. Admittedly, Heimdall is being a rather unpleasant place to be at the moment. May have had a hand in that decision. It's hard dealing with the daily protests, to be honest. Especially when they have you questioning if we nobles were truly in the right here. Breahard seems to be much livelier than Heimdall. Will this war really make things better for Erebonia? Many of Cruzen's nobles have come to Breahard to celebrate the Noble Alliance's victories. Every day is a party out on the streets, essentially. I wonder how things are going elsewhere. It's rare that we hear any news unrelated to Breahard. Whoops. We really hear any news related to the Noble Alliance these days. Makes me curious how things are going outside the city. I'm sure it's going fine. You like explosions. Oh, you're all Lord Eustace's classmates, no? I'm afraid you won't find him here, however. He's been awfully busy filling in for Lord Rufus, you see. He's rarely had the time to do much else. Lord Eustace has been very busy filling in for Lord Rufus, from what I hear. There's little else we can do but wish him the best. But do make yourselves at home here. You're more than glad to house his fellow classmates. Even if they're wanted? Welcome to Hotel Esmeralda. While we remain open for business, we will be subject to inspections conducted by the Provincial Army from time to time. Do take this into consideration before choosing your stay. Do note that there may be times when the Provincial Army will come to conduct inspections. Granted, these have become less frequent since the start of the war. They seem to have lost interest over time. No one special in here. Oh hey, it's this guy! Oh, aren't you the performer we came across in Keldek? Andre, correct? Oh, how depressing the people of the city are, that their happiness is obtained through transient means. What's worse, the meaningless fighting has corrupted their minds, and now they refuse to lend an ear to my music. Tell me, friends, is there anywhere my love is needed perchance? Seems to be doing just fine. While the city may be lively, I feel no love from the citizens. Don't you all agree? A little. On my way to offer up my prayers at the cathedral. How can the nobles all be so carefree in these circumstances? Are they not aware of the soul Saint Veronica is currently lamenting over this war? Oh, you're not aware of the divine intervention we received? Saint Veronica's statue began crying out not long ago, black tears at that. It's a sign of tragic events to come, no doubt. Yet these nobles go about their business as if nothing is wrong. Saint Veronica statue? That one? Oh yeah. It has like, see it. It has like black tears on it for whatever reason. That's interesting. Don't remember anything relating to that being said, but okay. Bad omen is a bad omen. Oh, another hidden quest. Oh, whatever shall we do? Your prayers won't even reach Saint Veronica's spirit. This seems pretty serious. Excuse me, is something the matter? Oh, did you overhear me just now? Forgive me. Have you seen the statue of Saint Veronica in the plaza recently? Well, it's actually been shedding black tears ever since this war broke out. Black tears? That can't be right. It is. I confirmed it for myself, unfortunately. It's just as the legend spoke of. Saint Veronica's prayers once saved the people from a great tragedy. When a crisis befalls the world, she shall cry tears black as night. That's how it went, I believe. I must admit that I never held much stock in the saying. The word of the statue's tears has especially spread among those of deep faith. I've been holding mass to calm those concerned by this war, but it ended up only making things worse. I can only imagine how frustrating that must be. Fortunately, if she's truly lamenting over this war, not much can be done until it ends. How do we know if this is the real deal, though? It could just be someone pulling her leg. I think it's a bit too hasty to presume that greater forces are at work here. Have you gotten a professional to carry out a thorough check? Well, no, with the war and all, no one's been able to come out. I see. Is there nothing we can do for her? We need to avoid attracting too much unwanted attention, remember? No. I'm sure it'll be fine if we're just confirming whether or not this was the work of someone non-supernatural. We should offer help then. Should we offer help then? Well, if no one else is available, would you be okay with us carrying out a quick investigation? Oh, are you sure? We're no professionals, so we can't make any promises, but we should be able to find out whether or not this really is a prank of some sort, I think. Oh goodness, thank you so much. Clarifying that alone should help everyone relax. We'll find Saint Veronica's statue just outside the cathedral. Thank you once again for offering to help. Not at all. We'll get started at once. Saint Veronica's tears started. Those of deep faith have found themselves very concerned over this entire situation. Find Saint Veronica's statue just outside of the church. Thank you for offering your help to help. Sister Titania once belonged to upper echelons of society, but she abandoned that life in order to aid those in need. Commoners in particular have been relying on her during this war. Understandably so too, considering they have far more concerns than us nobles. Her compassion truly is a beautiful thing. Sister Titania abandoned all she once had in order to care for the less fortunate. She truly is a wonderful person. Perhaps too wonderful. I can't help but feel pathetic in comparison. It's been nothing but trouble for us commoners lately. We've got soldiers frequenting, lurking around our homes, for one. And now St. Veronica's statue has begun to shed black tears. I can't believe the legends were actually true. This is a sign of even worse things to come, I'm sure of it. Oh, Adios, please protect us. The legends say St. Veronica's black tears are a sign of a crisis in the world. I never expected they were true, though. Oh, Adios, please keep us safe. The teachings bestowed upon us by Adios are timeless. They serve to guide us, even during the harshest of times. Come, let us pray. Ah, Mass. Someone get me out of here, quick. What's this? I sense malicious intent towards this holy Mass. Meow. Perhaps I was simply imagining things. Now, still your minds and let us offer up our prayers to Adios. Archbishop Amon is holding masses on a daily basis to help ease people's fears. You should take the time to attend one too, should you have the chance. While other regions frequently require relief provided by the church, those of us in Bereahard have been far more fortunate. Of course, people here still have their worries, so please keep things quiet for their sake. Alright. We got 2 side quests. Tears and Cat. Aw, Daddy's such a liar. He promised he'd be home when he got time off, but he never came back. Maybe he forgot about it. When's Daddy gonna come home? I'm sick of waiting. My husband happens to be a soldier in the provincial army. He's currently stationed at Twin Dragon's Bridge too, so I imagine he must be taking an active part in the fighting. I can't help but worry for his safety every single day. I wish the Imperial Army would surrender already. It's not as if they stand a chance of winning anyway. He keeps stating in his letters that everything will be fine, but I still can't help but worry. I wish the Imperial Army would just surrender already. Good grief. Traveling to Hamdor to conduct business certainly has become a hassle these days. Though my biggest grievance right now is Caroline's consistent bickering with his daughter. Not the most eloquent man when it comes to expressing himself, you see. I do hope they can work things out soon. I'm hoping they'll work things out by the time I return. I've been working on some pancakes to add to our menu recently. Giving them that soft, warm texture is kind of tricky though. Here, how about you guys give it a shot? Nobles have been in high spirits ever since the war broke out. They've been coming here more than ever before, but on the flip side, we barely get any commoners dying here anymore. Not entirely sure if I should be happy about this or not. Not that I'll be truly happy either way until I have my beloved Abent Time back. Can't believe it's over. Please come back to us soon, Misty. Life's not the same without your lovely voice. All the radio shows I like are getting cancelled one after the other. I was looking forward to the day that future 3-star chef would triumph over Passion Boy once and for all. Alright, what you got? Listening soup. Beautiful. Also, recipes. Yeah, I did miss a recipe. Oh, maybe it was in town. Or in Ymir. May have missed it. It's a shame.
It's Fee's cooking
Which really
power
sucks. I talked to everybody. So
You can try.
you'd think I would have gotten it, but don't know.
Sure, I'd love to. I really hope.
Sure, I don't mind. Exactly.
Alright. Oh, you're Lord Eustace's classmates. Hello, Hammond. It's been a while. Would you happen to know where Eustace is, sir? As his uncle, we figured that you, of all people, would have some sort of clue. Well, I know he's back in Bereahard and staying at the Alberea Mansion. That's as far as my knowledge extends, unfortunately. We can't exactly waltz over there asking for him, though. Gathering more information seems to be our best bet for now. Lord Eustace doesn't seem to have the time to visit here, unfortunately. Terribly sorry for not being of more help. I'm gonna assume we're probably gonna sneak in that back entrance where Machias was being held in the first game. Good day. I hope you all enjoy your time here. I simply cannot believe my own daughter's become this stubborn. This is all because of that commoner friend of hers, I'd say. I'll have to give her a stern scolding once she returns. Oh, I pity the nobility of the Mari province. They just don't seem to understand what true class is. Indulging in too much luxury is in fact a crass act within itself. What better an example of that of Duke Cayenne Pepper himself? Only one line of dialogue, eh? Oh, quite. No one is more cultured or refined than the Cruzen nobility. Our lineage is unparalleled. Those of the Lamare province have been making quite fools of themselves over Duke Cayenne Pepper being the Alliance's leader. You would think they could express their joy in a much more refined manner. I have to say the nobility's buying habits have been quite impressive as of late. You almost forget that we're currently subject to war times if you saw how much they're willing to buy. So would you like 40 of the 20-carat variety then? Understood. I'll have them ordered for you soon. Indeed, those of us from Heimdall are doing especially well. Granted, I can't help but feel guilt over profiting off of war. You truly are an earnest one. Not at all. I'm not but a noble who doesn't know his place. Well, I suppose work is work, regardless of the circumstances. Apologies for rushing you, but I'd like my next order in as soon as possible. Good day. Today's recommendation is the sautéed calf. You can provide a number of vintage wines too, should you wish. We increased our stock of vintage wines due to the increase in customers of nobility. But please, feel free to order whatever fits your preference. Okay, we got these two here. We'll talk to them later. First, let's go over to the station street and talk to everyone there. We'll do the side quests all in one fell swoop. Welcome to Brayheart Airport. Afraid that flights have been limited due to the ongoing war. Please note that those of noble status will be given priority boarding too. Flights seem to still be in operation due to the 5 main cities being under the Noble Alliance's rule. They're still keeping a tight leash on the airports. Nobles having priority isn't anything new though. While we're bound to attract some unwanted attention if we stay too long, we should leave. Afraid that flights have been limited due to the ongoing war. Please note. Okay, same dialogue. The machine. Oh, how delightful it'll be to see that detestable Chancellor's influence stamped out for good. Those radical reformers did not but sully our beloved Empire's image. This is precisely why those of us with noble lineage are the only ones fit to shape its future. But of course, the common rabble could never hope to stand against the mighty Noble Alliance. We have General Legine and Brigadier General Bardius leading the Soldats, and Lord Rufus in charge of tactics. Not to mention those ever so reliable helpers the Alliance has too. It won't be long until we bring this war to an end for good. It won't be long until the Noble Alliance stamps up the life out of the Imperial Army's remnants. I can assure you that we'll be waiting warmly for that day to come too. I've been in a reading mood lately, so I purchased a book to sate that desire. Fortunately, I've had so much work to take care of that I haven't even had a chance to start reading it. I'd hate for it to just sit there and collect dust, so I'll give it to you folks instead. Hopefully we'll be much happier with you. Thank you. Think I have every chapter so far? Yes, I do. Doing good with that, at least. We're both students at St. Astro, you see. But there's been a lot of protests since the war broke out, so our parents made us come back home. Father ordered me to return here from Heimdall. It's awfully selfish of them, don't you think? Is anybody else walking back and forth? Nope. You gonna stop me? Who are you people? State your business. Need I remind you that this path leads to Orcus Fort? It's no place for you commoners. Beat it now or I'll have you all thrown in prison. Why do all you commoners lack common sense? Have you forgotten that we're currently at war here? The authorized personnel can pass through. Only those affiliated with the provincial army may pass through here. Turn back or else. Okay, okay. No need to get violent. Let's see, is this doorway still open? Nope. We passed through here during our field study, didn't we? I doubt we'll find any clues in here. Indeed, we should check elsewhere. Aren't you Norton from the Imperial Chronicle? Ah, you're those students from Thor's. You sure to stick out in the open? You sure you should be out in the open like this? Because I'm pretty sure Class 7 is up there on the Alliance's wanted list. We'll be fine for the time being, at least. Well then, I figured I'd run into you all again at some point. Truth is, I'm working as a war correspondent for the Noble Alliance at the moment. As you can guess, they're making me write articles on their glorious victories and such. So they really do have a hold of the Imperial Chronicle. Well, not completely. We've got our pride as journalists after all. We report what we have to and try to keep things non-committal when we can. And I intend to use this position to find out the truth of what's happening. And I'll be able to report it? I don't know, but one day I will. I hope you'll look forward to that day coming. Of course, Norton. We may walk different paths, but they lead to the same destination. Let's ensure that we succeed. I haven't been here for long, so I'm afraid I don't have any leads on Eustace. Gotta say though, that brother of his is scarily gifted. I interviewed him in Heimdallr before coming here and just, wow. Genius doesn't even begin to describe him. He's even earned Duke Cayenne's Pepper's unwavering trust, so it's no surprise that he's now the face of the Alliance. Wish I could hear more about that, but we should focus on searching for Eustace right now. Speaking of that, we never did some reading, did we? Let's see what the events are happening right now. The Pantagruel tours the nation. Noble Alliance's flagship, the Pantagruel, will reportedly be making a tour of the nation in order to help quell the fear that has been building across the Empire during these fragile times. I can't help but feel fortunate that citizens all across Erebonia will be given the chance to bear witness to His Majesty, as well as how, even in the midst of war, the Noble Alliance has taken the time to care for the well-being of those caught up in it. A step towards ending the war? It's possible that the Pantagruel's tour may play a vital part in bringing the war to a conclusion. The Noble Alliance has been in a hurry to end it, making it a distinct possibility that this latest development may have another purpose in finally giving our fellow Erebonian countrymen a reason to celebrate. One noble from the Lamare province certainly thinks so, telling us such a tour is sure to raise morale among the Alliance's troops. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it resulted in accelerated victories across the country. Will the Imperial family be on board? A small number of reports have been suggesting that in addition to the Noble Alliance Supreme Commander Duke Cayenne Pepper and Chief of Staff Lord Rufus Alberea, members of the Imperial Army will be aboard the flagship during the tour as well. All evidence has pointed towards them resting privately until now. This may prove to be an opportunity for them to speak to and calm the men and women of the nation. Having only recently been victims of a rebellion by their subjects, we of the Imperial Chronicle wouldn't blame the Imperial family for being disappointed in the rebels. But perhaps they may even use this chance to demonstrate their boundless love for their people and call upon the rebels to surrender. Society. The nation's economy stabilizing? The nation's economy has been in chaos for some time due to goods being unable to move freely around the country. But the Ministry of Finance has announced a gradual improvement to the situation as more regions come under the Noble Alliance's wing. They could not, however, rule out the possibility of additional wartime taxes, leading to cries of despair from certain parts of the citizenry. Breaking. Another battle in the west. Western Erebonia has been a hotbed for conflict since the beginning of the war. The Noble Alliance forces have warned that the coast of the Lamari province is likely to soon become the center of yet another large-scale battle. Upon reaching out for comment, a spokesman for the Alliance forces said, "Several rebel forces have joined together and seem to be planning to launch an attack against us. We intend to dispatch them with all of our military strength. We strongly recommend that residents in those areas evacuate as soon as possible." Incident. A strange knight appears in the west. We have received reports that the Cruzan Provincial Army clashed against a mysterious large weapon resembling the Alliance's own Azure Knight. The Alliance believes it to be an inferior imitation of the Azure Knight and is increasing security while trying to pinpoint its current whereabouts. Okay. So they're looking for Valimar. Their flagship is on the move. Was supposedly the King Oliver's brother, whose name I can't remember, and likely keep bumping my desk. Likely Reen's sister and princess, whose name I can't remember. Alphen, that's it. Really now, why must there be so few trains these days? I was beginning to worry that we'd never make it to Bereahard. Surely the Noble Alliance should be able to do something about this. Oh wow, this is a surprise. They said the Beret Heart's flourishing more than ever right now, but I never expected this. Well then, time to make an investment or two and watch the money roll in. I don't believe I was able to enter here before. Yep. No real reason to go in there. It's gonna let us out here. Huh. All hope isn't lost yet. Reports say that some fools in opposition to the Noble Alliance are hiding in this area. We'll be able to make a name for ourselves if we can catch them. We can't let this opportunity slip past us. You wouldn't happen to be the rumored rebels, would you? Just joking, of course. Then they wouldn't be so foolish to wander around here. While our constant victories may please the people, it's somewhat depressing for those of us stationed here. If we're stuck on the sidelines, we lose out on the opportunity to prove ourselves in battle. Proving one's worth is the noble's way, after all. We would appreciate the opportunity to do so. I can't contain my envy for those at Twin Dragon Bridge and those who went to Heimdall with Lord Rufus. Meanwhile, we have no choice but to stand by idly waiting for the opportunity to come. Opportunity to prove our worth to come. I'll walk around outside of town after completing the 2 side quests here. But now we've talked to pretty much everybody. Let's start with the cat. Hello. Oh, I just can't wait to see how long the Imperial Army will entertain us for. Indeed, ideally they'll do their best, making our little bet all the more exciting. Woof, 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 woof. Settle down, Richard. Goodness, he's been on edge ever since that filthy kitten dared to approach us. Even before now, perhaps he simply wishes to experience the thrill of the hunt once again. Can't exactly blame him after seeing such an unsightly thing. Sounds like our missing kitten came here at some point. That aside, did the people here just strive to be as annoying as possible? Well, I can't entirely disagree. Gotta say, I feel bad for Bootsy. Sure, he was terrified after being barked at. It's not uncommon for kittens to run off in situations like that, only to end up not being able to find their way home. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. Right. Barking towards the south, so I assume that's where the kitten went. Let's hurry up and find him. Right. Good grief, he's been on here since the kitten did approach us. Really? I don't have a new dialogue, they say the same things? Yep. So, if the kitten went to the south, that means this way. He's so cute. I mean, I'm still on my clock. I'll never hear the end of it if I get caught in La La Land. Sorry for asking out of nowhere, but did a kitten just come by here? Damn, how'd you know? You're right, though. It came here looking all hungry, so I gave it some milk and leftovers. It was all over me after that. I guess he calmed down after a nice treat. Ken's arguably trying to get back to Eva now. Which means he should be returning to the Noble District. You think he'll be able to find his way back? You should probably check just to be sure. Man, what a cute kitty. Too bad it went back up the street. I wonder where it's going. Guess I should get back to work. I assume he's trying to return to Eva. Hope he manages to do so safely. Well, Eva was normally always sitting at the bench. Oh. Nope. Guess that's it then? Bootsy ran off while I was napping. I assume he would have followed the path along here, but I don't see him anywhere. Like he's fallen to the waterway somehow. Well, Adios, please find him and quickly. Okay, so so somewhere here, I guess. Might as well enter the houses and see if they just showed up. Otherwise, I'd head in the other direction. Alright. So the cat's still missing, so that means it's over in this direction. I mean, where else would it be, right? Yep. That kitten was the most adorable thing I ever laid my eyes on. I don't think anyone could ignore that innocent little expression it had. Oh, they're from St. Austria. Might know where the kitten went. Let's ask them. Indeed. Sorry to intrude, but we just happened to overhear a conversation just now. Could you tell us more about where that kitten went? We're actually searching for him on behalf of his owner. Oh, is that so? He was here a moment ago until he got frightened away by a passing car. He ran off north after that. He was so cute, too. Afraid he may have wandered out onto the highway if he went that way. We should hurry, otherwise he could come under attack by monsters. Talk about a pain. The highway's dangerous for us too, but we can't just abandon him. Let's go. Alright. When you see a kitten as cute as that, makes me glad we came back to Berea hard. I hope it comes back. The kitten headed north that was scared off by a passing car. What a shame too, such a cute little thing. Kitty! Ooh, he's a ways away.
Now's our chance.
My turn. Here I go. Ha.
Weak to water.
Let's move.
All right. Ha. Now.
You're mine. It's my turn. They're off balance.
An opening.
This is it.
I'll handle it. Here I go. Ha.
Plant-like monster that roams the highways, draws securities from below the ground and attacks them.
My turn. Now.
You're done. My turn. Got you.
Got you.
It's over. All right.
Right. Eat that. That takes care of them.
Not bad.
A 2000 EXP for that fight.
That one's gonna be a pain.
Big guy.
Careful.
Whoops.
Take
Oh
hold.
well. Oh well. Whatever.
Here I go. Onward. There. Here's our chance.
You're mine.
A three-headed plant monster stores impurities within its body, which sprays at enemies. Weak to fire.
Here I go. Now. Let's go, everyone.
All right.
It's my turn. Take this. They're off balance.
An opening. My turn. Understood.
Let's move.
You can attack delay. Yeah, you are. Not worth trying.
My turn.
It's my turn. Take this.
My turn.
Here I go.
Understood.
And dead.
Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
Got overdrive too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
All right, let's head up here. Open that chest. There's another one all the way over there. 5 U material. Okay, I'll take it. Always good.
Advantage is ours. I'll
No one
handle
knew.
it. Here goes. Overdrive. Now.
Got you. My turn. Now's our chance.
You're done.
You're finished.
I'll handle it. Got it.
Got you.
Onward. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Whoops.
Eat that. Now's our chance.
Meant to attack the green guy, but whatever.
My turn.
My turn. Sit. Now. Let's go. This is our real power. Great.
Success.
That's
Oh. Means out-leveling everyone now. Which is exactly what I was hoping for.
Sit. Ha! 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 Ha!
seize the moment.
I'll handle it.
Got you. Here I go. Ha!
Onward. Ha!
Right. Huh.
I'll handle it.
Here I go.
We should just have Reen use his S-Break. So I can start building up S-Break counters for the achievement. Need to use 100 of them for it.
You're mine.
And I've used maybe, what, like
You're finished.
12, 15-ish? Probably a good guess.
You really.
I believe I gave Reen the... Yeah, I gave him the good headband.
This could get tricky. Look sharp. Sit. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Stay alert, everyone.
Darn.
My turn. I'll handle it. Now.
Got you.
All right. Ha! Now.
I'll just add Reen S-Craft spam to the list of things I'm gonna do while just running around.
You really.
What in the ornate treasure chest?
Petrify. Which is good against common enemies. So does anybody have something where it might be better for that Petrify? I'll leave Seal on for Reen. It's more likely an enemy will be able to be affected by Seal than there's for them to be affected by Petrify. Because Petrify is pretty much the equivalent of
Okay.
Death Blow.
My turn. Now.
You're done.
All right. There. Now.
Right. Ah! All right, let's keep moving.
Kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. Oh, there he is. Must have been too scared to cross the bridge. Rather lucky that's the case. I believe the provincial army has a unit stationed past here, so he wouldn't have been able to follow him. Thank the goddess for small favors. Let's take him back to Eva. Get a move on, small fry. I can't wait to see the look on Eva's face. We need to head all the way back there because I think that's a fishing spot, isn't it? Oh, Bootsy, I'm so glad you're safe. Meow. Whew, that ended up being tougher than expected. Still, I have to question why he would run when you two seem to be so close. Oh, I asked him about that actually. He said some scary-looking vehicle took him by surprise. I'll bet if any vehicle could spare the little, I'll bet if any vehicle would scare the little guy, it'd be one of the provincial armies. Is that so? I never even realized. It's not gonna fly, I'm afraid. You really need to pay more attention. You haven't even put a collar with a bell on him yet either. It's like you don't even realize that. Oops. Yeah. Well, how to explain this? Celine? Why, don't give me that. I got caught up in the moment. Oh my. Must be going senile already. Could have sworn that your cat was just talking then. Silly me. Well, let's be more careful from now on, Bootsy. That was way too close. Please take this as a token of my thanks. Prismatic Cape. You sure you want to give us so expensive looking? Bootsy is only my only family at this point. He's much more important than any trinket. I hope you'll come visit us again someday. By then, maybe Berehard will be back to its former self. When that happens, we'll be sure to take you up on that offer. Did I ever mention that I only found Bootsy last year? He was abandoned at birth. I stumbled across him shortly after. He's been with me ever since. Once again, thank you so much for finding him. Please feel free to come and visit him again at some time. And fumbling over my words again. Oh wow. Huh? Is this the real deal, huh? May your spirit know peace, Saint Veronica. You might want to quit jumping to conclusions, you know. This is a lot less dramatic than what you're all thinking. Celine? Nicer words, there's no spiritual presence here whatsoever. That alone would be enough to assume that greater forces aren't at work here, but there's further evidence in the other black stains scattered around the statue. Oh. You do have a point. I think I know what's going on now. Chances are the statue's made from marble. If memory serves, Instructor Makarov taught us that marble gradually melts away when in contact with acidic water. Then might we assume that the fountain water's properties were altered recently? The fountain water is drawn from the underground waterway, if I recall. Might be worth investigating. The entrance is over by the street, in front of the station. Let's go check it out. Okay, we're just gonna weasel our way in underground. Huh? Alright. Let's head north of the highway first. Oops. Oh well.
I'll handle it.
My turn. Now's our chance.
You're done.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Now's our chance.
Okay, here goes.
Overdrive.
Now,
Got you.
it's over.
My turn. Now
You're done.
you're finished.
Okay. Now,
Got you.
And you can already use his S-Break again. Might as well.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
See, is this a fishing spot here? So it'll take us to Keldic, but there's a chance the provincial army will be stationed nearby. Indeed, it's likely a means to keep an eye out for the 4th Division. We should head back. Alright. Whatever you say.
Sit. 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 Now's our chance.
my turn.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
You're done.
All right. There. Now.
I'll probably only have to use that a few more times. Let's see. Note. Battle. I've used Burst 25 times and Overdrive 52 times. So I still got a ways to go then. Oh hey, forgot about these two. Lord Yuz finally returned to Berehard, but he's been so busy that we've only been able to see him once. He told us not to worry, but he didn't seem like his usual self at the time. Hopefully I'm just overthinking things. He's going to worry about us. The city's been lively and our parents have been coming home early these days. Harvey's still attached to Lord Eustace as ever, though. I hope we get to see him again soon. Want me to read Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest for you again today? Yeah! Annette's so good at reading picture books. Alright. Let's head in here. Do some investigating. This brings back memories from when we snuck through here to rescue Machias. I also remember you unlocking the door for us, Emma. And I did. Allow me to do so again. Here you go. Open. How in the world did you do that? That was easy enough. Technically, she shouldn't be showing it off in front of others, but what can you do? Regardless, we should go in. Yeah, just remember that it can get pretty dangerous in here. I see a few monsters here and there, but things seem relatively fine to me. Yeah, it's pretty as ever, really. Wait, what's that smell? I smell it too. It's faint, but pungent. Perhaps there is something down here. We should remain on guard then. And to find out what's waiting for us.
Be careful, everyone.
Here I go. Now's our chance.
You're done.
Should have figured. High defense.
I'll handle it. Here I go.
All right.
Let's see. Vulnerable to wind. Which I don't have much of. Vulnerable to water and fire too. This works. All monsters containing many venomous substances produces horrible energy in its body and uses time arts. Time, huh?
Leave this to me. Break! Now's our chance.
An opening.
Okay.
My turn. Okay, it's safe for now.
Monsters are easy enough in here.
Advantages are... Okay. Now.
Got you.
Just enough to kill everything.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Advantages are... Okay. Now.
Got you.
My turn.
Sit. Now.
You're done.
Pretty vulnerable to unbalancing, huh? At least towards Reen.
It's my turn. Eat that.
I'll handle it. Got it. Let's get...
My turn.
At overdrive too. Should have used it.
That's that.
Oh well.
Let's keep moving.
That's what I want. Yeah. Not bad. I feel stronger than ever.
Detector beta. Ooh, defense and arts defense down 50%. In addition to the unbalance. So basically it's now
That treasure
just
chest is
flat out better.
absolutely beautiful.
in pendulum. Well, don't need to really equip that on anybody, so I'll probably use this to restore the EP that Machias, for whatever reason, doesn't have. Nice timing.
Okay, here goes.
Overdrive! Got you!
My turn.
Sit! Now's our chance!
You're done. I'll handle it.
Got you!
Let's see, is that enough rest break? Nope.
Understood.
Very close though.
There. Here's our chance.
You're mine! Right! Take this!
I'll handle it.
That'll be enough rest break.
Got you!
And on a critical turn
Let's
too.
move.
How fun.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Success.
Ha!
I got a bunch of Sabbath. Once again, looking in the right direction.
I'll handle it. Got it.
My turn.
Now!
You're done.
Onward. There.
Right! Eat that!
Okay.
Got you! Let's move!
Okay, it's safe for now.
Antidote. Oh boy. Ooh, it's a big guy. What the? What's something like this doing under the city? It's surrounded by acidic gases too. There's no doubt that this monster is the cause. Something's odd though. I don't know why, but the higher elements are in effect around it. Be extra careful, everyone. We'll have to exterminate it now that we found it. Ready, everyone? Going in.
This my turn. Here I go.
Onward.
Very vulnerable to this kind. Let's use Flame Tongue to take out some of them around them.
Here
Let's
I go.
see, how many of them are there? There's a total of 7, so I can't get that achievement. Which is a shame, but oh well.
Now's our chance!
You're done.
Spatial Oscillation.
Not quite!
Flame Tongue hits the main target, but fortunately,
Okay.
that leaves him there, alive.
I'll handle
Good use of that turn, boy.
Got you! Right!
Alright, so
Arcus activate!
ooh,
Now.
so scared.
Understood.
Huh.
Nice. Now we just beat up on the big guy.
Here I go. Now's our chance.
You're done. Okay.
Really think I'm gonna take that?
Targets.
No, I'm not.
It's my turn. Eat that.
Onward. Arcus, activate. Ah.
Green gets a free crit.
Let's move.
So does everybody else.
Now. Let's
I'll handle it. I'll handle it.
Understood.
Okay. My turn.
Does more than Reen's S-Break.
It's my turn. Eat that. Let's move. Now.
You're done.
Understood.
So now it's just a spam abilities session at this point.
I'll handle it. Eliminating
Gold
targets.
Sponge, who can't really do much considering he mostly attacks or uses a very low damaging
Let's
attack.
move. Now.
You're done.
Leave this to me.
Either way, I don't feel like I'm in danger at all.
I'll handle it.
Understood.
Again,
My turn. Sit. Now.
You're done.
just gonna
Okay.
keep using Sweet.
Eliminating targets.
You're not gonna escape it.
Now.
Got
It's
you.
only gonna get worse.
All right.
Oh, spatial oscillation again.
Too slow.
My turn. Here goes. Overdrive.
Alright. Another S-Break for the counter.
Okay. Now.
Got you. My turn.
Another burst for the counter.
Leave this to me.
This should finish him off. Yep, there he goes. Pretty good work.
Ceasing hostilities. Let's move onward.
Oh, I got 3.0 and I got the achievement for Technician. Nice.
I did it.
Oh, looks like you pulled through relatively unscathed. Case solved, I guess. The statue shouldn't shed any tears now that the water's back to normal. Indeed, I found myself perplexed by that monster's strength, however. It far outclassed your average one. Not to mention the fact that the higher elements were in effect. Maybe the loss of balance here in Erebonia caused it to transform somehow? Huh? That's the same reason those cryptids start appearing too, isn't it? Wait a minute. You must be thinking the same thing. If that's the case, then the legends behind Saint Veronica's tears can't be entirely false, correct? Yeah, that's kind of spooky. At least you figured out what's going on, though. True. However, you may be better off leaving it at that, I believe. Okay, guys, let's report back. Good work. So this is all caused by a monster? Yeah, its presence was having an adverse effects on the fountain's water, which in turn was causing the statue to melt. I made sure to eradicate it, however, so there's no need for concern now. Thank you so much. So glad I asked you for assistance. This should help ease everyone's worries too. With the statue back to normal, I can finally devote myself to my work again. However, I find it hard to believe that this is all a mere coincidence. So I'll have to do everything I can to ensure Saint Veronica has no more reason for tears. That's reassuring. It may not be much, but please, take this. It's the least I can do for all you. Holy Spear! May adios be with you all. I can't thank you enough for your help. Now we can finally focus on our work. However, I find it hard to believe this is all mere coincidence. So I'll have to do everything I can to ensure that Saint Veronica has no more reason for tears. What is a Holy Sphere again? It sounds familiar. HP 500 EP 50. Prevents death blows. Good item, that's for sure. So let's see, all that's left now to do is to go in the store here and to go in that one other shop. This one. Apologies for accidentally banging my mic. Oh, my ancestors went and doubled over the past month. Clearly this is a sign that I should go on a shopping spree. Bring me my purse, Forrester. We're buying more than you could carry, my good servant. Haha, your sense of humor is on point as usual, my lady. We're joking, weren't you? I just can't find any boots that will go well with my dress. Oh, how about these? They look like they might work wonderfully. We should ask Aislinn what she thinks. Christie's is currently holding a commemorative fair to celebrate the Noble Alliance's multiple victories. Perhaps I could interest you in these luxurious shoes modeled after Lord Rufus's own personal favorites. Selling rather well, albeit only with nobility. But Rufus's popularity really is something else. I wonder if we could turn him into a brand name. There's no doubt that the Noble Alliance's continuous victories are due to Lord Rufus's cunning strategies. It's only natural that his popularity has exploded recently. Okay, what you got? Yeah, reinforced boots, spike gear, military gear, shield spikes, cozy socks, which I will buy one of, and passion leggings. Yeah, sure, I guess why not? Yes, can't find any boots that'll go well with my dress. Oh, it's the same person. She just moves. Okay. Oh goodness, Valenti has new clothing in stock. How in the world did they manage to attain such a lovely design while making it feel so silky smooth? I simply can't get enough of it. Guess I should get something custom made with this material and go well with some black mink fur. I should ask Viola for her thoughts too. Lady Viola and Lady Aislinn truly do spend a lot of time together. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised that they would run into one another here, seeing as how much they do both love fashion. I fear they may end up talking for even longer than usual today, though. I'm going to have quite the challenge ahead of me trying to get them to return home before nightfall. Lady Viola, do you remember that you have a party to attend this evening? You may wish to end your spree for the day. Lady Viola, can you hear me? Can't handle these soldiers in town. What should I do if one of them wants to talk to me? Oh goodness, I'm sorry, I should be focusing on work. Right, I need to focus on work. Is there anything you need? Let's see. I will take an energy bandana, a cooling belt, one soft sole, and that'll be it. Good day. Can I recommend for you some of our fine wine? The nobility are burning holes in their wallets, so they're spending so fast. We're almost out of stock. We'll have to order some more before you run out. That still seems awfully glum, but if you ask me, the current state of the economy is a great thing. We might be at war, but we aren't the ones fighting. That's the soldiers. We have nothing to worry about. Welcome, welcome. Our wares have been selling extremely well lately thanks to the provincial army and the economy. It's a shame that the tax increase cancels out all the extra money we would have earned. I really hope this war ends soon. If not, we may end up in the red. I'll be honest, I don't care which side wins as long as this war ends soon. Of course, I can't be vocal about that when our whole store is celebrating the Noble Alliance's victories. What you got? Kitty Watch. Darn it. I think we're good. I think we're good on this. Let's head upstairs. Let's see, who is that? It's, I don't know. I found out recently that the Master's household has a long history of being involved in military matters, which is why he's seen fit to join the front lines in the war. Recently, getting chores done has become much easier with him out of the house. I can't wait to finally clear out all the junk from our storage and have the floorboards in the study changed over. If anything's done with the Master, it proves to be difficult due to his indecisiveness. With his absence, I could finally go out with my cleaning spree. Welcome, we're currently holding a commemorative fair to celebrate Noble Alliance's multiple victories. The store in particular has been around since the Middle Ages, so we have all sorts of books related to nobles. Feel free to peruse them if you feel so inclined. More and more people started returning from High Dollar ever since this war broke out. Understandable too, considering that things are far safer here. I wonder if the rumor of Noble Alliance's non-aggression pact with Crossbell and Calvard is true, though. I hope it is. Considering we don't have Guerrilla Fortress to protect us anymore. Let's see, what you got? Imperial Chronicle. Soup. Gambler Jack 5 and 6. So I'm missing chapter 4. That's a damn shame. Let's see, is that soup the missing one? Onion soup. Yep, onion soup, that was the missing one. That's awesome.
I could certainly use the practice. This is off-putting.
Let's see, do you have the unique recipe or no? Because I can't tell.
It looks great if I do say so myself.
Well, I'll check to see if anyone else has it later on. Welcome, we currently have the latest armaments from Rumor in stock. Noble Alliance certainly has been putting our wares to good use, so perhaps you'd like to update your equipment as well. Do forgive us for the prices, we have to make up for the taxes somehow. All regions under direct rule of the 4 great houses have been doing extremely well ever since this war broke out. We rarely hear of what goes on in the regions the war was actually affecting, though. I pray things aren't too terrible. In Brayhard, we hear little about how the regions affect those areas. Okay. Let's say you only have stuff we already have bought. But you do have a tricorn hat, and I do want that. Alright, who are you again? Name doesn't sound familiar. Oh. Maybe I think she was probably the one with, in the lacrosse club. With that one other girl, whose name I can't remember. The least you could do is actually consider things from my perspective. Please be safe, Emily. Risa, you're here. Reen? What are you doing here? Is Alyssa with you? She's not in Brayhard right now, but I can tell you that she's safe and unharmed. Thank goodness you're okay. Alyssa was worried about you. Yeah, from lacrosse club. We'll have to tell her about this as soon as you return to Ymir. So you ended up getting separated from the others you escaped with? That's right, things were pretty hectic at the time, so I have no idea what happened to Emily and Ferris, unfortunately. I'm sure it must have been a relief to come home at least. I can only imagine how worried your family must have been too. Well, you could say that. This war's as good as one in the eyes of most nobles. Family's no exception. In fact, they're enjoying life more than ever right about now. Perhaps that much is to be expected from those in Bereahard. It is widely known that the Noble Alliance is currently dominating. Father keeps trying to appease me by taking me to fancy restaurants and the like, but the fact that he doesn't understand how I feel makes it painful to even talk to him. That's why I ended up excusing myself. Childish of me, isn't it? Not at all. I understand exactly how you feel. I was the same back when I had no idea what was going on with everyone else. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to have any information about Eustace, would you? No, I'm afraid not. I know he's back in Bereahard, but you probably already knew that much. I'm sorry for not being able to help. Please, there's no need to feel guilty. I think I'll head back to the restaurant after all. Might be able to get some information for you through my father's connections. Sorry for making you go out of your way. We do appreciate it, though. Just try not to expect much. We'll probably end up arguing again. I have to admit I'm a bit jealous of you all. You have the freedom to do what you want. That's precisely what I'd like to ask. Why I'd like to ask that you do everything you can for now, both in my and other people's stead. And also, if you happen to come across Emily or anyone else from Thor's, please help them. Of course, that was our intent from the beginning. In turn, we'd like for you to not be so hard on yourself. Thanks. I'll see you all again soon, I hope. Guess you can't shove all nobles under the same label, can you? A bit disappointed that you're only realizing that now. Anyway, we should continue searching for clues elsewhere. Right. Like for one, let's head back to that restaurant. See if anything interesting is happening there. Huh. You wouldn't think that the statue would be fixed already, but it is. Also, it's very hard to tell if it's cloudy or not. With the sky being a very dark shade of blue. Please, Father, just listen to me. What in the world has gotten into you, Theresa? A proper lady wouldn't raise her voice and act out like this. Perhaps it was a mistake to let you associate with that commoner. Don't you dare speak ill of Emily. If you ever do that again, I'll never forgive you. You can't really barge into her family affairs. Indeed, I think we should be going. Why am I so powerless? Emily was the first true friend I made at the academy. Why can't I help her? Take your seat at once and realize that you have your own position to consider here. Are you listening to me, young lady? Young lady? Ugh. Having trouble speaking some of these days. Juggling my words like a clown with Parkinson's. Well, it comes by to help with the store every once in a while. He's always so fascinated with our products, too. It's kind of refreshing, really. We just want to put in that extra effort. The street as a whole has been way more cheerful ever since Colette showed up. We could all use some of that cheer, too, seeing as how taxes are draining us dry otherwise. Wow. That's a lot of money. That works. Gotten a large number of orders recently. Guess we have the economy to thank for that. Shopping? Eh. All the money's going to waste, right? Doing everything on my own is a bit of a struggle, so maybe this time to get Brooke to handle the polishing. This will be a good chance just to see how far his training's come. Brooke's been training diligently day in, day out. Trying to see just how far he's come. Guess I should head back now. I forget, was she the one that collected the stuff at the end and gave you Zumerian ore shards? Green? Oh, Emma, Laura! I didn't even know you were in Breahard. We arrived not long ago, actually. I'm pleased to see you're doing well. Mind if I ask why you're dressed like that? I heard you escaped, but... Yep, wasn't planning on it, actually, but I got caught up in the moment. I decided to take up a part-time job once I got here. Can't ever go wrong with some spare change, am I right? Pretty impressive mindset you got. Aren't all the students from... She dropped her notebook on the second floor sofa, too. Oh yeah, I remember that now. Aren't all the students from Thorazon Nova Alliance also been shopping? With her one lady friend, right? The older lady who always sits on the bench. Aren't all the students from Thorazon the Noble Alliance's wanted list? It's not a big deal here. You're fine as long as you don't stir up trouble. All the people on the street are super sweet too, so that helps. Kinda surprised at how quickly I got used to this place. Well, as long as you're alright. Might as well ask now that where you found me too. Green asked Colette if she knew anything about Eustace. There's been some rumors spreading about him lately, I guess. Kind of rumors. Not very pleasant ones. Apparently, he came back home not that long ago. He's been helping the Duke ever since, or so they say. I see. What's he helping out with exactly? Well, stuff like how he's been helping command the provincial army in town. Really? That can't be. It's not that odd if you take his position into account. Both his father and brother are currently focused on the ongoing war, so it falls to him to keep the region safe. Tightening one's defense in the midst of a war is only logical. Doing what he can for this region is not out of character for him. We're probably best off asking him about everything face to face. If only you could figure out how to get in touch with him. Looks like you got all your work cut out for you, huh? Don't give up. I should be heading back to the inn, so I'll catch you guys later. Stop by if you need anything, okay? Thanks, Colette. I guess we should start asking elsewhere. Yeah, let's go. Well, we've asked 2 places. Yep. Class 7 did what they could to find some way to get in contact with Eustace. However, doing so proved far easier said than done. We've established he's back home, but beyond that, nothing. It's not going to be easy getting in contact with the son of one of the 4 great houses. Especially since the Alliance's soldiers consider us wanted criminals. We're likely to be arrested by the provincial army regardless of how we go about this. It's always nothing but trouble with that guy. Well, we need a plan, and fast. Oh, her. The one Eustace reads to or something like that. Hello. Can I speak to you for a moment? Oh, I think I recognize you. You're Eustace's friends, aren't you? Do you need something from us? Well... We got a message for you from someone. Huh? For us? Right, head to the restaurant in the Central Plaza post-haste. That's the message. Restaurant in the Central Plaza? I assume that must be the Sorcerer. Yeah, must be. Who gave you this message? Sorry, they asked me not to tell you. Is this some kind of game? Oh, I want to play too. Why'd you... Maybe, shh. Well, that obviously explains who it is. Anyway, that's all we were told, so bye. The J was all we needed to hear. That was weird. Thoughts, everyone? May have come out of the blue, but it seems to be a relatively harmless request at least. We should investigate just in case. We're struggling for clues as it is, so any lead is a good lead. Looks like we're all agreed. Let's head over to that restaurant. Forward! Gotta go fast. Oh, I seen you all chosen to stop by once again. It seems he was right after all. Who was right? Is it safe to assume you've been left with a message for us too? That's right. I'm not permitted to say who from, unfortunately. Make your way to the airport post-haste. I shall await you there. That's what I was asked to tell you all. So our next destination is the airport. Must be having fun dragging us all over the place. Messages have been awfully haughty too. Gee, I wonder who it could be. Doesn't matter who it's from. We're gonna have to head over there to clear things up. Yeah, let's just make sure we're ready before we head out. Guess we should. Go to the airport post haste. I shall wait you there. That's all I was asked to relay. Oh, come on, that haughty attitude is a dead giveaway. He had his own position to consider, I'm afraid. Things have been rather tough for him ever since he returned. You'll find him at the airport to the south of Station Street. Please hurry. Please don't be gone. I don't like these wild goose chases. Oh. Going through here will take us to the airport, right? I don't see any staff around. That's probably due to the flight restrictions. The gate looks to be open just enough for us to enter, too. Should we? Entering the airport causes the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. So we make a save and enter. Uh-huh. Let's go in. We don't know who or what, Eustace, will be waiting for us beyond here, but it doesn't matter at this point. Let's go. Right. Really? I'll leave it all open for us. Wow, Greyheart's airport's as nice as I pictured it being. It's my first time visiting it as well. I suppose this must be an airliner? Yep, it's the kind used in the Empire. It does seem like an air traveler stopped. Or all air travel stopped. I've been waiting for you. And who might you be? I'll send here to deliver a message. See that airship right there? Make your way to the lounge on the 3rd floor post-haste, is what I was told. Well, not like we have any better ideas. Let's go. Yeah. Go ahead inside. Make your way to the lounge on the 3rd floor post-haste, is what I was told. Doesn't look like there's anything else here, so might as well. Much bigger on the inside, isn't it? This airship is massive. Indeed, although it couldn't hope to compare to the Courageous in terms of size. You're instructed to go to the 3rd floor lounge. Stay on guard. There's no telling who the person calling us is or what they have in mind. Right. Like, it's all empty? Literally nothing here at all. Not even any chests. Key.
I guess this is the hold?
It's awfully spacious for one. I spy with my little eye the goods.
Freeze! Cool. Didn't expect to actually get an item in here. Alright. See who called us in here, as if we don't know who it is. I think this is the third floor lounge. Should we go straight inside?
You certainly took your time.
Oh, it's Eustace. What a surprise.
Eustace!
I suspected it was you.
How long did you intend to make me wait?
How long did you intend to drag us along?
I have wondered whether you would even bother to show up.
Nice to see you too, Eustace. You know how many hoops you made us jump through just to get here, right?
There are eyes everywhere in this city. It would have drawn too much attention for you to come here directly. That was just my way of looking out.
You like
for
his outfit?
Perhaps you could try thanking me.
Can't disagree.
I see you're as much of an ass as you ever were. I can't say I'm surprised to find you're in good health, though. Ill weeds grow apace, after all.
I could say the same about you.
I think I like the more unique styled outfits on everybody.
Given how useless you are at anything you can't learn from a book, part of me expected we would next meet with you behind bars. Again.
It hasn't even been 30 damn seconds and I already want to kill you.
At least you're well. That's what matters. It really is great to see you again, Eustace.
The same to you. I'm impressed you were able to overcome the many ordeals you've no doubt faced to make it this far. Though I should hardly be surprised. I've always had high expectations of you. You've made good on your word and showed me exactly what noblesse oblige means to you. I would like to believe that in my own way, I have done the same.
I think you have. Unlike you, though, I don't think I would have been able to do anything without everyone's help. Still, thanks, Eustace.
This means that all of Class 7 is finally together again.
Except for Sarah.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much. You've been a tremendous part of making this happen. Thank you, Captain.
I haven't the foggiest idea what a member of the RMP is doing here, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now.
Eustace?
I've been kept abreast of your activities through the Noble Alliance's information network.
Okay.
So I'm well aware you've been fighting their forces across the land using that ash-colored knight of yours. As well as the fact that you've chosen not to ally yourselves with the Imperial Army, but instead fight as a third faction.
Oh, has word of Valimar been getting around that much?
That said, I didn't arrange for us to meet like this just to see one another again. I did so that I could make the difference between our respective positions crystal clear.
Oh boy.
What do you mean?
I see. You have no intention of coming with us, do you?
This is a joke, right?
Wait, Eustace. You surely saw this coming. I'm the son of one of the most influential figures in the Noble Alliance.
And you hate that fact.
As I imagine you're already aware, I've been assisting him and his provincial army in fighting this war.
And you probably hate that fact.
Well, we know, but
Is this what you believe to be your duty as a noble?
Meanwhile, my brother is acting as the Alliance Force's chief of staff, and as for my father, he was responsible for hiring Jaegers to attack Ymir, which is not only your home, but the home of all the kind-hearted people who welcomed me with open arms earlier in the year.
Man, so many references to the drama CD. It would really suck if you just
only
miss out on all that
apologize.
context just because you didn't
If
read
I
it.
returned home earlier, then perhaps... No. I don't even have the right to do that much. Yet with that in mind, it should be clear that we can't go back to the way things were. The gulf between us is simply too vast to be filled.
It's like if they were going to reference it that much, they should have just taken the time to add it to the game. Delay it a few
Our
months
paths have parted.
just to add it.
That is reality.
You're going to reference it so much in the second game.
It doesn't have to be like this.
Because it's
Mrs.
obviously important enough for every single one of them to mention it.
I will guarantee you safe passage out of the city. If you deem it necessary, I can even have you escorted out by car. However, once you're out, we can no...
Useless. I can understand why you feel somewhat responsible for what happened in Ymir. I can understand why you, as an Alberea, feel as though certain things are inherently expected of you.
I don't recognize this sound, this part of the OST.
Actually, I should probably tell you that Dad woke up the other day. All that's left is for him to get his stamina back now. He'll make a full recovery.
That's good news. I would have liked to pay him a visit myself. But with circumstances as they are...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not telling you that to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you because I don't want that to be your reason for what you're doing.
Pardon?
What I want to know is what you want to do, and the path you want to take. If you want to help your family because you agree with the ideals of the Noble Alliance, I won't stop you. But if that's not what you want to do, if you're only helping because you feel like you have to for whatever reason, if you're doing it because you feel responsible for what happened to my dad, which, by the way, you aren't, or if you're doing it because as much as you want to come with us, you feel like you don't have the right to, then you're nothing more than a coward who's running away. And I don't believe that's how a real Erebonian noble should act. They should do what they believe is right, and do it with pride. If Dad was here now, he'd say the same thing.
It's kind of harsh.
Your father really would know what to say at a time like this. Yeah.
We're only students, still learning more about the world around us. Alone, we don't have the experience or knowledge to go around proposing solutions to the conflicts in this country, not to the war going on around us, nor to the class divides that started it. But that's alone, and that's why I think we all need to come together as a class again. We're all inexperienced, but we all come from different backgrounds and social standings, and we each have unique experiences to share. It's only by pulling those together that we can overcome whatever life throws at us. It's worked for us during every one of our field studies. Why wouldn't it work now?
He's right, Eustace.
Indeed. Reen had to remind me of that too, you know. It's always nerve-wracking for those of us who have to watch you pull crazy stunts all the time, I hope you know.
I don't doubt that.
I see my suspicions were dead on. No matter the circumstances, you've always been the one to blow away my hesitations.
Then you'll come with us?
Still, no matter what you say, I am an Alberea, and as such I have duties and responsibilities to fulfill. If you are determined not to back down, then we will have to settle this with a duel. Just as you and Crow did 1 month ago.
A duel?
Follow me, Reen. Our destination is Aurochs Canyon. There we shall settle this matter once and for all.
Well,
You.
well, I wasn't counting on this. I'd only intended to gather information on the Crimson Wings, and yet here I am, bearing witness to such a compelling scene. I've no duty to report anything I see to Duke Alberea, But I suppose there isn't any harm in watching how things unfold.
Whatever.
Hey, Mr.
Do what you
Ouroboros,
want.
man.
I don't care. I'll just go kill time in town or something.
Or what's his name? Like
Oh no! Not
Blaine or
this
something
time.
like that?
You're coming with me, and that's that.
Oh, it'll say it when it gets around to it.
I'm here to support you, not babysit you. You're the one with a number, not me. Try acting like it.
Fine, fine. What a pain. Miss Orbital Calculator looks like she can put up a decent fight at least.
Guessing I get a little thing depending on who I bring along as our fourth member. Wonder what he'd say about Toval. You just call him a bracer or something. Plan on seeing all the dialogues in different
Isn't this Angelica's
playthroughs.
bike?
I thought she entrusted it to you after she withdrew, Reen.
What in the world is it doing here?
I made use of my family's influence to have it brought here from the academy.
Wait, are we going to be racing?
Since then, it's been left in the hands of
Something.
a skilled mechanic, so it's been well maintained. You will be riding that for our duel.
You mean our duel will be a race between me on this bike and you on that horse?
Partially. The finish line will be the plateau where we fought that monster during our field study. Once there, we shall begin a sword fight to determine the victor. Whoever arrives first will therefore have the advantage of more time to prepare.
Okay.
Oh, we did stuff like that back in the Corps too. We called them chase battles. You had to make good use of the terrain to win.
That does sound quite similar to what I had in mind.
Okay, I understand what we're going to do. So if I win, you're coming with us, right? You're not backing out?
Correct. In the unlikely event that you defeat me, I will concede and go with you. But know this, I've absolutely no intention of holding back. That
Okay.
bike of yours may have the advantage in terms of speed, but I know this area like the back of my hand.
There's literally only one path
Do not
there.
expect this to be an easy
What
battle.
will be the benefit of knowing the lay of the land when
Oh,
it's a
I
linear
won't.
path?
I'll be coming at you with all I've got.
I would expect no less.
They're way too fired up about this.
We'll have to simply stand aside and see what unfolds.
Also, what happened to the sidecar?
Right. We'll go and take up places along the course to watch. In that case, I will signal off when to begin. Naturally, I'll be fully impartial when doing so.
That works for me. How about you, Eustace?
Very well. Let's begin.
You waved goodbye to Emma and Laura as they went to take up positions along the course. And after Reen took a moment to refamiliarize himself with the orbital bike's controls, the time came for the race to begin.
Go get it.
Do us all a favor and knock him off his high horse.
I won't let you down.
Alright, so we actually control the bike for once. It's not just choose an option.
I'm ready, Eustace.
As am I. Now demonstrate to me the strength of your resolve.
All right, take your positions. 3, 2, 1, go!
Go, go!
Knock that jerk down a peg or two.
Take a left here.
Use this path here.
Everyone's really into this.
AP increased by 2. Easy enough. This song sounds like it's straight out of it.
Your performance
Trails
was
to...
admirable, I'll
Oh.
admit.
Alright.
The advantage is mine, Eustace. Let's settle this once and for all.
No matter, a handicap like this will hardly pose a problem for me. Come at me, Reen.
Let's do this!
Alright.
Come at me with all you have.
Here I go.
Alright. Let's check you out.
Huh.
Really? Second son of House Alvarez, wields orders to learn from his brother to fight for his pride as a noble.
Now's our
Vulnerable to
chance.
stat down. Ooh,
Here I go.
hate that.
Marcus, activate. Yeah.
Probably don't have to prepare this much. I could probably power up and S-break murder him, but eh.
Let's move. Be gone.
Arts defense down, huh?
Here I go. Too slow. My turn. All right, let's do this. Here I go.
Alright, power up one more turn.
All right, let's do this. Be gone.
Good try.
Too slow. What? Let's move. Let's move.
I'm just getting started.
Are you now?
Marcus, activate.
Huh. Here I go. All right, let's do this.
Oh boy. Shame he wasted that arts
Let's
turn.
move.
He tried.
Too slow. Here I go.
Let me try mine.
Let's move.
Marcus, activate.
My turn.
No, I already know what you're gonna use, so
There.
looks like you're joining us. Use this.
This isn't.
Okay, it's safe for now. Looks like I win this one.
I should have expected no less. It's hard to believe how much your swordsmanship has improved in such a short period of time.
Don't sell yourself short, Eustace. If I'd held back even a little, I'd be the one kneeling on the ground right now. Your skills really shone through, both in the race and our duel.
I didn't really notice during the race he was so far behind me.
I can't pretend to have held back either. The victory is well and truly yours, Reen.
Reen! Eustace!
Are you both all right?
Oh, hey guys.
You couldn't have waited?
Nope.
Looks like we've got a winner.
The verdict should be plainly obvious.
Yeah, I managed to scrape through. It was pretty close, though.
Was it?
Does that mean you'll come back with us?
I fought with all my might. I performed to the very best of my abilities, holding nothing back.
You didn't
And
use your
even
S-break.
then, I couldn't compare to your strength and resolve. With that, I have no more reservations. The path I should take is the same as yours.
About time. We're happy to have you with us, of course. We'll find the answers we seek together. And together, we'll bring Crow back too.
You can count on me. Starting today, I am a member of Class 7 once again. I'll show my father and brother just how I believe one bearing the name Alberea should live.
Honestly, you really know how to stir up drama.
I feel embarrassed just watching you two.
There's nothing to feel embarrassed about. This is just part of how we are as a class.
There are some things you learn only by directly confronting those you care about. I know this much from experience. You and I both know a thing or two about that, don't we, Fee?
Sure do.
Well, with one clear exception. You finally reunited all of Class 7, which means that it may be about time to start thinking about what to do next.
I wouldn't celebrate your paltry victory just yet.
Oh, really?
Who was that?
Up there.
Who are they?
One of them is wearing armor.
No.
That landing animation, though.
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. I'm afraid I've come to thoroughly put a damper on your reunion. I hope you don't mind.
She knows us?
Just who are you?
It wouldn't hurt to introduce myself, I suppose. I am a lady after all.
Duvalier. That was her name.
My name is Duvalie.
Duvalier? Okay.
I'm the head knight of the Stalritter, an esteemed group led by Ouroboros' 7th Anguis in all her glory. And it is by her order that I have come here today.
You're with Ouroboros?
So exactly when does this take place in comparison to when you beat the crap out of her in Stargaze Tower?
The 7th Anguis? You can't mean the Steel Maiden.
Looks like our luck just ran out.
Might I ask if the Stahlritter is somehow related to the Eisenritter? The name is eerily similar. Even their only difference in name is related, with iron and steel being two metals.
Oh, you're the Arseid, aren't you? Are you curious? I'll bet you are. Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Pardon?
Does it bug you? Does it? Your curiosity is going to build and eat away at you until you can't even sleep at night. Sucks to be you.
Is she really with Ouroboros?
I'm not quite that curious. I wouldn't want to pressure you into discussing something you aren't comfortable sharing.
Hold on a minute. There's no point in pretending you don't care. I know full well you do.
She doesn't act like it, but there's no doubting she's extremely powerful.
So it seems. And the man accompanying her is even more terrifying.
Leaving that aside for the moment, I've already introduced myself. It's only proper for you to do... Ugh! Why are you still up there? Get down here right this instant!
Bored-looking man.
What do you need me for? You can handle him just fine yourself.
Oh, for goodness sake! You're supposed to be #1. Would it kill you to even put the tiniest bit of effort into your job?
Yes.
#1?
And he's an enforcer just like Sharon and Phantom Thief B. Okay, you win. Arguing with you is gonna end up taking more effort than actually fighting. And you, officer, might be worth my time. That race before was kind of fun to watch, so let's see what you got.
McBurn.
The name's McBurn. Some call me the almighty conflagration. And talk is cheap. I hate conversations that just drag on and on. So let's skip to the good part, okay?
Evil-looking aura, huh?
The power radiating from him is incredible.
What are those flames?
Shall we begin?
Another 2 versus our party battle.
Swordsmanship was taught to me by my illustrious lord, the Steel Maiden. And you haven't a chance in hell of withstanding it.
I've gone to the trouble of coming down here. Do me a favor and try lasting a minute before you call it quits.
Your arrogance will be your undoing.
Give them everything you've got.
Of course!
Alright,
Don't die too easy on me now.
I'll try.
Draw your weapons.
Onward.
Now, let's power up a little bit.
Understood. Here I go.
So I'll have him use a battle scope. Check out McBurn's stats first. Ooh, level 80. Enforcer number 1 of one of Ouroboros' deadliest members burns all who dare to get close with scorching flames. Resistant to all elements, and of course he's immune to flame. Very low ability to hit him with attack delay and stat down, and immune to everything else. Huh.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me.
Leave this to me.
Let's see. Probably better to swap her out for someone
Will do.
who could handle the fight a little bit better. Level 76.
There I go.
Let's see. Swordsmanship is too swift for the naked eye.
Okay.
Alright.
Eliminating targets.
My turn.
Now.
Sorry.
No problem. Time barrier. Break!
My turn.
Let's see. What would this be? I never tell what the differences between the two are. There's no way I could kill him right now, so more than likely it's going to be a forced loss fight, or it'll end within probably 40 turns like the first fight of the game.
Eliminating targets.
Come on.
All right. Now is the time to attack. Understood.
Well, if it's going to be a forced loss battle,
Very well.
might as well try to deal as much damage as possible.
Now's our chance. Don't let it pass.
Yes, sir.
My turn.
I'll steal his turn. Alright,
Leave this to me.
switch back to... This is Laura, her strength is maxed out.
Behold the might of the Archsage School.
And I got another turn to steal there. I use his turn for that.
Here I go. Filthy dance.
I'll take that.
Your end is sure.
Okay.
This could be bad. So let's heal a little bit so we don't end up dying on the next turn. Unless he deals an S-break, and then we lose. Nope, just AoE fire.
Onward.
Nope, not even AoE.
Thanks.
You have my
thank you.
thanks.
Okay.
Let's see.
Good luck.
No problem.
Why not? Let's murder her. Just take her out. Completely out of the fight.
I'll handle this. I leave this to you.
I've got this. Second form. Gale!
Well, she's not completely downed yet. Flames of Judgment. Ooh, there it is.
This can't be happening.
There it is. The one shot. Classic.
Is that really what you call everything you got?
This can't be happening.
I expected it from the beginning, though.
How can they be so strong?
I've never fought anyone so strong in my life. Not by a long shot.
He's a real force to be reckoned with. Her speed was incredible, to say the least.
Didn't really notice. She only attacked once.
They don't call me Duvalie the Swift for nothing. A mere Arseid like you didn't have a chance.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. If you haven't noticed yourself, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you. If you haven't, it's probably not much anyway.
Huh? What do you...
Anyway, I'm out of here.
If I'm gonna guess by mixed, he's talking about the
You
thing
can
in
take
his
care of handing
heart.
him over to the Duke.
It was like the troll, what's ogre heart or whatever?
You can't possibly be serious. You won't help even a teensy bit? It's a little much to handle all by myself.
Nah, I'm tired of this already. Maybe if one of them could seriously give me a run for my Mira, I'd consider it, but...
One run for your Mira coming right up.
And is that Sarah?
Huh? It couldn't be.
She finally made it.
Yep.
Huh?
Where did that come from?
Nice.
Looks like I was right to hurry. I wasn't expecting to find you fighting monsters of this caliber.
You're... Instructor Sarah?
Instructor Sarah Veilstein. Although she's not much of an
Sorry for
instructor
the
right
wait.
now.
But don't you worry your
Considering
pretty little heads none.
school's kind of on
Now
hold.
that I'm here, I won't let them lay a finger on you. How could I call myself your homeroom teacher if I did?
Thanks.
You're the Purple Lightning, aren't you?
Huh. Hey, I've heard of you.
Really? What?
What's Sarah doing here?
Was this your doing,
A plus dialogue from Machias.
I used a secret channel to contact her. She was to be our insurance if things took a turn for the worse.
Really?
I'm pleased to see you're well, Sarah.
Sure am. I wasn't expecting to find you taking care of my kids, though. Still, I'll give credit where it's due. Thanks. And
but I'm glad to see you're okay, Ring. Not that you dream of forgetting the promise you made, I've got a glass of beer with your name on it.
Of course I wouldn't.
It's only in Japanese should have translated as demon power instead of ogre power. Demon probably would have sounded better. Honestly.
That's my boy. Until we've done that, don't even think about dying.
I mean, it would make more sense considering it makes his eyes red, and the demonic aura and everything.
Because if you break your promise, you'll be subjected to a little thing I like to call homework from hell.
Ugh. Do you seriously want to keep fighting? Surely you don't believe you'll win because you're an A-rank bracer.
You ask me, this is more like it. Not like there are any towns nearby I can burn down, so maybe it's time I stopped holding back.
Black flames?
Those are just like...
Hold on a moment! I know I said I wanted to help, but I'd rather you didn't set me on fire in the process.
What the devil are you doing up there?
Megaphone. Arios is an A rank 2. He's Cassius level. Isn't he don't they technically consider him like A plus or something like that?
That sounds like...
Or did they just consider it A rank? A plus is just a scaling thing in
Isn't that Duke Albareo?
SC.
Father? Arno? Lord
Yeah,
Lucius.
I knew, but Arios is A rank. I know he didn't want to take credit and get himself promoted to S rank.
Eustace, what is the meaning of this?
So he's pretty much S rank. He just declined it.
You dare to leave a letter like that and simply disappear? Have you gone mad?
Letter?
Hey, Duke, you mind staying out of this? I was getting all fired up there before you came and ruined everything.
Silence! This has nothing to do with you. I will not stand for behavior like this, Eustace. You will do as I say. Your selfish actions will smear mud on the good Albareo name. Is that what you want?
Yes.
My intentions are as I outlined in the contents of that letter. I intend to walk my own path with my classmates at my side. I have no wish to dirty the Albareo name. On the contrary, I wish to find for myself how I should live as one who bears it.
Eustace.
What is this drivel? I always knew what a mistake it was to accept you into this family. Come forth, Knights of Kreutzen!
Oh boy. They got a very beefy soldat there.
Oh boy, here comes trouble.
These must be the soldats from Oryx Fort.
I don't recognize that one either. It must be a new model.
Heavily armored soldat, Hector.
Yeah, there goes any interest I had left. Have a blast. See ya.
He doesn't like mechas either, I see.
You always be so indifferent!
Reen!
Right.
Looks like it's your turn to shine.
Then,
Yep.
Are you gonna call Valimar?
This is a do-or-die moment. Best of luck, Reen.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Alright. Enzo, kick back and relax. Just kick my feet up.
An ash-colored knight? Huh. So that's the foul fiend that caused trouble for the soldiers from the Twin Dragons Bridge.
Oh, so that's the Ashen Knight?
The very same great knight that fought near Trista at that.
And I can sense even more mana coming from it now than I could then.
Its form is most impressive.
Go forth, my knights! With them in our custody, the top spot in the Alliance is as good as mine. Show them the terrifying strength of the newest addition to our army!
Yes, Your Grace!
That one looks tough. Heavily armored, too. But I'm sure Valimar can take it.
Right! Let's do this! I'm counting on you, Valimar!
Understood.
Use your links well.
You got a tank. Ooh. Fights with melee, huh? Probably takes more damage from arts. Let's see.
My turn.
Alright. Now I hear people saying... Okay, can't use her yet. Alright. It looks like we gotta go fast then. Like usual. Eraser cannon. That did some damage.
It's working! Keep it up! My turn. Let me help.
100% chance to unbalance. They can't guard or counter. Let's use Morning Moon so we dodge. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Alright, let's build up some speed again. He's still dodging. Nice.
That's it. Just a little more. Charging him up.
Alright, no more annoying tank.
Great, just one more.
Let's see. Don't know how vulnerable you are in your body parts, but let's see. Dodge. Oh boy. Try the body. That time it worked.
My turn. Let me help.
Gotcha!
Heavy charge.
I'll handle
That was very underwhelming. Let's go for the head. And use another one of those attacks again? Okay.
Let's go! Gotcha! Time!
If only I had something that could impede. Oh well.
Let's go! Gotcha! Time!
It's working! Keep it up! I'll handle it.
Alright. Try arms. No guarantee, huh?
Gotcha! Time!
Okay.
Full CP in a mech battle? Yeah, it's because I don't really care that much.
Good luck.
Understood. Take this!
Alright, let's see if I can use the Unite attack. I want to see what Laura's looks like. Darn. Just charge an attack so I can unbalance you with a 100% chance. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's a different stance? That's annoying. Guarded. Shoulder cannons.
This is bad.
Leave this to me. Allow me.
Screw you. Alright.
Leave it to me!
Go! Dragon Blade!
That's it.
He would most definitely be dead from that. Alright. He's ended here. Bye-bye.
Well done. You did great that time.
Okay.
This can't be happening. How could our new soldat be defeated? Damn you.
You think he's ready, Celine?
He should be. Reen!
Give us a hand, Emma. We're going to open the spirit path.
Ooh.
Right.
So creating
A
custom spear path
transportation
points?
spell?
Time to make our escape.
Wait! Use this! You can't leave like this! I won't allow it!
Farewell for now, Father. Please give my regards to Rufus as well. It is my dearest wish that you won't repeat the mistake you made with Ymir a second time. Arno, might I ask you to return the horse I borrowed to the mansion?
As you wish, Lord Eustace.
Wait! Wait, I say! That is an order, Eustace!
We're just lucky Duvalie and McBurn decided to run away. Just to do whatever they do. What a coincidence, right? You're just able to get away with that. The last of Class 7 found they left Rayahar, but even with all of them finally together, their feelings remained mixed. The reunion itself was a reason for joy, and yet each of them was left with a nasty sense of foreboding at the forefront of their minds. They were face to face with the Alliance's leading generals, as well as a newer, more powerful kind of soldat. That, along with the realization of just how powerful Ouroboros' forces could be, left them with happiness and fear in equal measure. Guided by Valimar, they made their way back to Ymir. Well, back. Sorry for overworking you like that, Valimar. That is not a concern. Every battle that is overcome, my operational efficiency increases. This is a sign that you too are growing, my Awakener. Me? I will return to a state of inactivity. Should you require me, you need only to call my name. Looks like he fell asleep. We should let him rest for a while. Eustace? Eustace, are you sure you're okay with leaving things that way? With your dad, I mean. I made my decision. I have no regrets. And now that I've made it, I intend to always look forward, not backwards. Not like this means you'll never see him again. Just don't go overexerting yourself. It's disturbing to hear you try and comfort me. My, have you matured so much since I last saw you? Makes sense, given all they've been through to get this far. So it seems. What's that? The bike? The orbital bike? Was it transported here along with us? Well, it was fairly close by. Must have been drawn to the spirit path. Well, we got the bike. Eustace and Sarah joined the party. Me and Eustace can now use Overdrive. Me and Sarah can now use Overdrive. 3 Knights in Immune, Toval, and Sarah can now use Overdrive when legal with one another. Not all of Class 7 has been assembled. The number of Overdrive icons in battle has increased to 2. This will allow you to save up a second Overdrive for later use. These can be used immediately, one after another, too, allowing for new strategic possibilities.
Welcome home, Rean. I see you were able to find the rest of your classmates.
Yeah, this is everyone.
I'm just glad we made it back in one piece. The last part was definitely the biggest pain.
Someone didn't make it easy to find them, though.
Regardless, we wouldn't have been able to make it here if not for you all coming to find us. Thank you.
And naturally, that goes for you too, Celine.
Yeah, whatever.
It's great to see you guys again.
The winds must have been on your side.
Okay, my turn!
Good try.
Aw, why'd you move out of the way?
Because you were trying to hug me, obviously.
Oh, come on. You know you want to.
While I'd expected you to come back with your classmates, I didn't think you'd come back with Sarah, too. Not that anything had ever happened to you, of all people.
I didn't doubt your safe return for a moment, Lady Sarah.
Oh, there goes my connection. Picnicked. Oh no.
Thanks, I guess.
Certainly has gotten lively around here.
It sure has. You're looking a lot better, Dad.
I'm still a ways from being back to my old self, but I'm finding it a lot easier to walk around. Toval and Sharon have kindly been
Action's not
handling
coming
both
back,
the
though.
village's security and correspondence with the other regions.
Oh, no. Back to 0. Went to 2 kilobits per second for a second.
Which means I can focus on my health.
We've done nothing special, I assure you.
Back, looks like.
We're just glad to see you getting better.
Now, because this thing is annoying, gotta do that.
That's not true at all. You've done so much for us, I don't even know where to begin thanking you. And Reen, I want you to know that we're both so proud of what you've accomplished. It couldn't have been easy coming this far, but you did it. You should hold your head high.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to do any of it alone. It was only possible because everyone was with me.
Well, I think we've been standing out here long enough. I've had rooms prepared for you all at the Phoenix Wing, so go ahead and rest there.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that where we stayed during our last visit?
That's the one. I imagine you must all be exhausted after all that's transpired in the past few days.
The open-air bath's finally been repaired, too.
Oh boy.
If you get the chance, you should enjoy a nice, relaxing bath after all your hard work.
Well, might as well save. Thus, they left for Phoenix Wings to recover from the exhaustion that had built up over the past few days. Thanks to the manager's kindness, they had the building largely to themselves, so they enjoyed a relaxing dinner and soak in the springs. After agreeing that they would discuss what to do next in the following afternoon, they returned to their rooms to sleep. Let's just have every single other person come out one by one now. So peaceful tonight. Everyone's probably fast asleep by now. We might have spent all our time apart in different ways, all with different things on our minds. But now we're finally back together as a class. It wasn't easy getting this far, but we have one less thing to worry about now. I owe it all to Elisa's support and encouragement. It's thanks to her that I've been able to make it this far. Hang in there, Elise. I'll bring you and Princess Alpin back safely, I promise. When I do, be sure to thank you again for giving me all I needed to come as far as I have. We still have to sit down and discuss what we're going to do from here on out, too. Can we even figure something out? Something like that out by tomorrow? I got to bring at least some ideas to the table. What? I'm happy we're together again. But we've got a lot to decide about our future, and it's something we need to decide as a team. Everyone's had their own challenges to face and problems to conquer, but each of them faced what they were given head on. We ended up apart, but no one lost hope. Instead, everyone tried to make the best out of the circumstances they were dealt. Thinking back on our reunions, I think the one who left the strongest impression was... They're really making me choose this? Let's see. Let's see, the strong... Let's do an honest answer. I would say it would either be between, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, Eustace, B, or Millium. Because one let us on a wild goose chase, one basically jumped on us, What, no random this time? If you want it. If you want it, I have a random number generator right here on my phone. I was going to be honest, but because you mentioned it, you asked for it. So let's count the number of people that we can decide between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, because you asked for it, random number between 1 and 13. A cheating app? You know it. Alright, randomize. Got number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Emma. Good choice. I think it would have to be Emma. Ow. All this time she's been fighting alone, unable to tell us her true identity or why she was doing what she did. It must have been hard on her. Do you feel like an outsider? Is that my honest choice? Honestly? It was probably between her, Fee, or still Eustace for the impression. Who is not a good choice. It must have been so hard on her. Did she feel like an outsider? Was it like never being able to ask for our... What was it like never being able to ask for our support? And yet, she did all she could to fulfill her duties as a witch while being a loyal and kind classmate to us. I wish I could be like her. I wish I could be that strong.
Reen?
Oh. Emma's the one who shows up, okay.
Emma? I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No, you shouldn't have to do that. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that anyone was in here. Still, this might be the perfect chance for us to sit down and talk.
Pardon?
Alrighty then. I was assuming it was just going to be a whole one-by-one thing. And then everyone's here, but nope, it's whoever you choose.
It feels
Got
wonderful to bathe here during the winter. I love the feeling of warmth coursing through your entire body while relaxing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs too. But never mind that. Are you sure you're comfortable with both of us being here, Emma?
Oops.
I see what you mean. Still, I'm modestly covered, so I don't think it's too much of a problem.
My internet's trying to picnic the stream. I can't handle it.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't stare at me so much, however. Although, I can't blame you too much. I'm the one who decided to come in to begin with.
Oh. I wasn't...
Comcast is trying to picnic the stream.
Sorry. Anyway,
it's holding on like 500.
Talk, right?
No, it's... Oh, went down to 10.
Was it about anything in particular?
Yes, as it so happens. I wanted to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
Well, everything, I suppose. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that
the internet keeps trying to come back, but Comcast keeps fighting it.
And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Legram to get us.
The hardest boss in the stream so far is
You're the
Comcast.
reason the rest of us are together again.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Besides, it was only because
why
of
is
you
it
guys
happening
that I was
now?
able to do anything at all.
In the hot springs scene.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Everyone contributed something in some way. However,
Censorship.
I believe Class 7 can only be what it is with you at its center. We all believed you would get back on your feet and fight, and it's because you pulled through that we made it this far. I feel that way, and I know everyone else does too. So, thank you, Reen. Please don't laugh. It took a lot of courage to come in here and tell you that, you know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true.
Stream's
I
back.
had no idea that everyone
Oh,
was
nope,
thinking
it's
of
dying
me
again.
as much
Never
as they
mind.
were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
Somebody's got their finger well on the DDoS button.
Oh, I see. Our bonds are stronger than you realize. They won't be broken so easily, Reen. I hope you never forget that.
Don't worry, I won't. Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Of course.
Next playthrough, I'll make a save and we'll look at every single dialogue for fun. Memories Link level 3. Okay, our meeting in the Phoenix Wings cafeteria is until this afternoon. So I got plenty of time to figure out what we can do beforehand. Maybe it'd help to ask the others about what's on their minds too. Yeah, sounds like a plan. More random number bonding. This time, Laura, Emma, Eustace, and Sarah have 2 bonding events that can be viewed instead of 1. Talking to one of these characters after viewing their first bonding event will allow you to view their second. Wow. 7 bonding points? Jesus. I'm gonna have to get a spreadsheet for this one. Alright, well, I'll handle that next time though. It's 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm pretty tired. I'll just use this save slot. Okay, well, stream seems to be picnicking a lot, so I guess now's as good a time as any to end the stream anyway. Because they don't want the word to be let out. Well, anyway, whether you can hear me, hopefully you can. Have a good night. 1 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Night.